We've all been there. You open the fridge and grab some eggs or milk and then realize the expiration date is about to pass. It makes you wonder, though, exactly how long do some of these products last? The October issue of ShopSmart Magazine breaks down the shelf lives of some household products. And for more this morning, we are joined by Sue Perry. She's the deputy editor of ShopSmart. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
This is such an interesting segment. I can't wait to figure out how long these items will last, because so many times you wonder, is that going to stay good? Just maybe another week till I can get to them. So let's just go through some of them.
Yeah.
First and foremost, white rice versus brown rice. Okay. That's the first thing up.
You tell me. I'm going to give you a little quiz.
I would say brown rice.
Brown rice would last longer?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because brown rice actually, well, first of all, white rice can last up to 30 years on your shelf. Unbelievably long life for white rice. Brown rice, 5 months, and the reason is brown rice, it's brown and it has that bran layer. That's what gives it the brown color.
Okay.
And the bran layer has fatty acids, and they can go rancid quickly. So if you want to keep your brown rice around a little bit longer, keep it in the refrigerator, keep it in the freezer, it will stay a little bit longer. The white rice, if it's airtight on your shelf, keep the little critters out, it'll stay up to 30 years. That can happen. Yeah.
All right, so I missed that one. Let's go on the next one, see if I can get this one. Regular soda versus diet soda.
Okay, you tell me.
Well, I just saw the answer right there. I would say regular soda.
You're right. You're right. And the reason is that diet soda has the artificial sweeteners in, and those are chemicals that break down, and it takes about 3 months. They can break down in about 3 months. So that's what the shelf life of diet soda is. Regular soda, about 9 months. So the key here is when you're buying diet soda, be sure to look at the expiration date, because if it's close to the expiration date, you know, it could go bad and it will taste off.
Yeah, you'll definitely taste it.
Before you can drink it up.
Here's a big one, trucks versus cars.
Right.
I've always been a car driver, so I will go with the car. Is that right?
You're right.
All right.
Yeah. And it stands to reason. The truck typically gets more heavy-duty driving, bigger loads, you know, more rough and tumble stuff. And so, but any vehicle is going to last longer with regular oil changes and regular maintenance, so you can keep anything. It's a year. Yeah, the car is what, 10.6 years, and the truck 9.6 years.
Okay. Fresh eggs versus hard-boiled eggs in the shell. I would say hard-boiled eggs.
Longer?
Yes.
Wrong.
Wrong?
Wrong.
Really?
Yeah, here's the reason. Fresh eggs will last 3 to 5 weeks in the refrigerator. Not on the door, though. Don't put them on the door. That's where the door opens and closes, and you get the warm air. Put them deep in the fridge in the coldest part.
But why is it in refrigerators? They always have spots on the door for them.
I know.
If you're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to do that.
Okay.
So, but the hard-boiled egg, about a week, and the reason is when you boil the egg, you boil away the protective coating on the shell. And so the shell becomes more porous, and germs and bacteria are more likely to seep in. So you want to eat those eggs up rather quickly.
Gotcha.
In about a week.
The bottom freezer versus the top freezer. I have a bottom freezer now, which is so much different from what I'm used to. Growing up, we always had a top one.
Right.
I would say top one, just because I just remember that growing up.
Yeah, you're right. They last a little bit longer. The top freezers, refrigerators last about 14 years. The bottom, about 11 years. And the reason probably is because that drawer mechanism is a little bit more complex than a door.
I see.
So it might be a little bit more prone to breakdowns, yeah.
Okay, and then front-loading washer versus a top-loading washer. Again, I'm going to go back to my childhood. What I know, we always had a top-loading washer.
Right.
Would that last longer?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and the reason is, you know, I have a front-loading washer. I think they're great. They save water. They're energy efficient, but they're, again, a more complex machine. They spin a lot faster, makes them a little bit more prone to breakdowns. And the other thing is that they're prone to mold and mildew. So,
yes, and I have seen that in some of them.
Yeah, and what you have to do, because I do this all the time, after a wash, dry off the door, dry the gasket, that's called the gasket, the rubber thing around. Dry that off and leave the door ajar, and so that you're airing the machine out.
I do that, leave the door, because there's a lot of moisture that even after you take the clothes out, you know that it's setting in there and you just don't want it to start molding.
Well, keep it living a lot longer.
Right, yeah, absolutely. All right, so I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6, not
Pretty
too bad.
Good. I think really good.
Kind of impressed with myself. Sue Perry, thanks so much. This is great information from ShopSmart Magazine.